Hello everybody, this is Sweet, back again with Pheonix Wright, Ace Attorney, and today, for this episode, I have a very special guest. It is the spiciest person. Say hello.
No.
Okay. Anyways, in the last episode, we saw our mentor, Mia Fey, die, and we're trying to find out who did it. We're in the trial right now.
It was me! I did it!
I can't believe you're canon to Pheonix Wright, Ace Attorney.
I know, Capcom said, hey, you want to be in Pheonix Wright?
Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Mia Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Mia Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor.
I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then.
If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer of the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Hold on.
He looks like a crayon chewer.
Yeah. Hold on. Some bit difficulties. Okay, here we go. Okay, I am back. Okay.
Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here, and the cause of death. Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even if a girl's hand, sir.
The court accepts the statue as evidence. You're still calling it a statue.
Not the statue again.
It's a serial murderer.
Now, detective.
Yes, sir. But it's a it can't be a serial murder. I thought that the guy who did the original statue murderer got found out.
Yeah, it's a joke though, because it's the same statue from that one case, from the first case.
Yes, sir.
Statue got me.
They might be giants.
You immediately arrest Miss Mia Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir.
Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence.
As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Mia Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Pheonix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Mia Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Mia Fey at the scene at the very moment of the murder.
The very moment you say. Very well, Mr. Wright. You begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony.
Whoosh.
Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press on the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. Worked lots of times. I should expect him Maya would know some of your sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Hold on just 1 second.
Yeah?
If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct?
Huh? Did I say that? Me?
I heard you say it. You did say it.
You said it.
Exactly what about this suspicious woman in Pink's claim was hard evidence?
Wait. I know the murderer.
Who is it?
The judge.
Oh my god, I can't believe it's
No,
him.
you see, you want to know why?
How?
because he strikes down the hammer, right? Right.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Right.
But the statue, that has to be striked as well, and he's really good at striking down things. So
I see.
which means he's gonna be really good at striking down the statue. That means it's him. He's a murderer.
Time. All right.
Yep.
Case closed. All right, Your Honor.
Miss May isn't suspicious and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink.
That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than our claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages.
Yes. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, so there's something I should have told you about first, Your Honor.
Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again.
After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How do you like that? That's my hard evidence.
Hold on. Let me check something. Yeah, see here, death was instantaneous. She died immediately. She wouldn't have any time to write anything.
Yeah, but here's the truth. It's ketchup. He's stupid. He's a crayon chewer. He can't tell the difference.
I see.
You have to...
Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective.
Your Honor?
Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time?
I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir.
Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
Yep. Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Detective Gumshoe, do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name?
Sure. It happens all the time in books and movies.
This isn't a movie, Detective.
What did I say? Crayon chewer. He confuses fiction with reality.
Let's talk about reality, shall we?
I guess I haven't heard of many cases, no.
Don't you find it odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister.
Yeah, actually, you got a point, pal.
Stop right there.
The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer.
Order, order! That didn't go so well.
That's right. What he said.
It's his whole testimony. There has to be a contradiction there somewhere. Let's find it. I accidentally pressed instead of presented. Okay, let me go to tab. There we go. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying.
Well, what? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have?
You have it backwards, Detective.
Backwards?
The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately.
But...
No butting your way out of this one, Detective.
I'm starting to think he's not a real detective.
Order, order.
Kind of stupid.
Yeah.
His name is Gumshoe.
Yeah, it's his name is a literal pun. Because of, I don't know if you've heard about this, but back in the day, they used to call Detective Gumshoes. And, like, the literal pun. The defense...
No, see, he's stupid because he names himself after stereotypes to make it seem like he's a real detective. It's like someone naming themselves Ching Chong. He's a fake, he's a phony.
Game theory. Detective Gumshoe's a phony. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have time to write anything down.
Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report?
When? It would be the day after the murder. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being?
That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor.
What?
A A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning.
No way!
Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all.
I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you had something up your sleeve.
Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say?
The detective's a sham. Detective Gumshoe, you're a sham! How could you give me a faulty report?
Huh? I thought... Detective Gumshoe? I'm disappointed in you handing him the wrong report like that. I'm sorry, sir. You are a fault detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month. What? But... Your Honor, I submit this report to the court.
Understood. The court accepts the evidence.
Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer.
I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good.
The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes.
Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent.
Witness, your name, please.
April May, at your service.
Order. The introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking.
Aw, yes, Your Honor.
This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom.
Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred?
Gee, I was like in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch.
And this hotel is directly across from the Pheonix law offices.
That's right, big boy.
Please testify to the court about what you saw.
It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know? And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was a mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. That girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. But the end, that's all I saw. Every little bitsy whipsy.
Well, Your Honor?
I see. It's remarkably solid testimony. I don't see the trouble to witness any... Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you?
Mr. Wright, I understand you are Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies.
Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Hold on.
No business.
Okay. Yes, I'm doing it, of course. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. Only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination.
Oh my goodness, who is this? They put anime in my lawyer game.
Oh yeah. Okay, so how do you know she was a defendant?
Huh? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay?
There was only one person at the scene of the crime, the short, girlish victim. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor.
He's right. No. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks.
What?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless. About this, I mean.
Okay. If you'd really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony's bogus.
But...
Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May?
What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
She looks like she sells bathwater.
She does.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise.
Okay, yeah. She definitely sells bathwater.
Your testimony again,
That's why Edgeworth is defending her. He wants some bathwater.
Damn, I almost had her.
I did see everything, I did! The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock, the kind of statue-y clock, the thinker, I think.
How did you know that the statue was a clock?
Does the accuracy of my report not startle you?
I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing.
Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer.
You just said the statue of the thinker was a clock. There's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called.
She got them elf eyes.
And he was found guilty of murder. Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You'll withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Oof, that was close. If you stopped me there, the trial would be over.
Huh? What? So, what happens now?
What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock?
What? That's... because I heard it? Yeah, I heard it say the time.
Wrong. The clock was empty. You've been to the law offices of Pheonix.
No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room.
The law offices of Pheonix, where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could have easily have heard the clock.
Is it really that close where you can hear a clock say 8:30?
I don't know. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have run. Your Honor, members of the court. It's inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork.
I forgot about the dudes with just the brown hair that shake their heads no.
Yeah, how could you possibly? Just take a look, right now. Oh, see anything interesting, Your Honor?
It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty.
Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see, the clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar.
Fat?
Well, Miss May.
Oh, the treachery.
Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright.
He knew the clock was empty. Somehow he knew.
I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction.
That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it.
That is exactly what happened, Your Honor.
Well, Mr. Wright...
Oh my god, his hands are massive. Did you see that?
Yeah. Can you prove when the clockwork was removed?
Impossible, of course. I have proof. What?
Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is the phone conversation. Take a look at this.
That's a very cute cell phone. Ooh, you have a girly phone.
Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone. It contains a recording.
Okay, wait, imagine being a court case, the lawyer just takes out his Hello Kitty phone.
Take a look at this. A recording of the conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order!
The defendant's cell phone. This wasn't brought to my attention.
Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it.
Oh, the good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon.
I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock?
Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot.
What? What?
You didn't see that?
Oh, yeah. Tell the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yes. Larry made the clock. It doesn't exist in the store. The witness claims she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court.
Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before.
It's simple. This clock was never in any store ever.
What?
A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody.
Impossible! Everything is sold in stores.
Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse.
If people were smart, they'd realize not to use the only 2 thinker clocks in existence, because you always wind up dead if you have one.
Yeah. Oh, excuse is not on sale today?
Ooh.
She's going Super Saiyan. Oh my god. Geez.
What's a to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die!
Die! Die! Die!
Oh, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm.
Silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did.
Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. This April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof.
Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me the evidence proving that this witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock.
Yes. Have a look at this.
That...
I found this in Miss May's room.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is.
Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Faye's phone, were you not?
Your Honor, this is irrelevant.
I'm not entirely sure that is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap.
This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim the witness was tapping her phone?
Absolutely.
Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not.
Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple.
What?
Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is... She literally said it on the phone. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me. Again? What's it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the Thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Your Honor, this is ridiculous.
Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer.
Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May, shut up! All of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer! It's no fair. All of you keep ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl. Is that it? Is that it? Where?
That did it.
Baby, when they get no milk.
I want mommy, I want milk. Now to deal with final
I want to
blow.
be held, I want to be comforted.
If I do not do these things, I will ruin your life. Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question.
Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity tapping irrelevant?
Oh, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not have not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? I'd like to see her pull that off.
Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you?
Damn, she's good.
Well, you're not the first man who thought that, and of course, I can and will.
You can't be serious. No way.
Way, I say, way. Oh, and I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 that night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy.
Room service?
Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and you have regular cold coffee.
Iced coffee?
Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy.
Ergo, the witness was not at the scene at the time of the murder.
So where does that leave us?
It is my greatest pleasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder.
No, you're gonna let her just walk away. There's no way I can win in this until I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. Call the bellboy. Call the bellboy. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it.
I think you've sunken quite low enough already.
I object to calling the bellboy,
Why? What's the reason?
because I hold the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness.
Condition.
If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, and thus she is innocent. And thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition.
What? I better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Alright, got nothing to lose. Except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition.
Fool. You fell right into my trap.
Uh-oh. Wait. Very well. The court calls a hotel bellboy to the stand.
I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy.
Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service.
That T-set cloak's rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony.
Very good, sir. I'm the head bellboy at the fine Water Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 o'clock in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 o'clock on the dot, sir. I brought it to her precisely the requested time, of course, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself.
I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
Right. I'm ready. I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, I'll be finished. Precisely 9 o'clock then? Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir, 9 o'clock p.m. How can you be so sure?
Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then.
Oh, bellboy, tee-hee, I'd like an iced coffee exactly 9 o'clock. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked her on her door at the crack of 9 o'clock, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time?
I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself.
You're sure it was Miss April May herself?
Absolutely, sir.
Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, the guest, sir, favored me with an embraza, sir. I'm pretty sure I just butchered that name, I don't know. Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir, but not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed with my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I should never ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think Miss May was up to something, wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it?
Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here.
It was a bit tedious. The defense may leave the stand.
I can't let this happen. Can I? Wait! Please wait!
Yes? Does the defense have something to add?
One last question. Let me ask one last question.
Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough.
Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question. That's all.
Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Check-in. Tell me about check-in. Tell me about when you checked in with Miss May.
Oh, all right, sir. My first thought that she was a beautiful, beautiful person. She's just my type of girl, so it was a disappointment, really.
I see. Excuse me, what exactly was a disappointment?
Well, I'm not without charm, sir, but even if I have little chance of a lover there.
What did he say? What did you say?
Rather,
Quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person?
I object. That was objectionable.
Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question.
Yes, I see.
Why did you not mention this in your testimony?
Well, sir, you didn't ask.
Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention.
Yes, quite. Indeed. It was the good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, he asked me not to mention it if I wasn't suspiciously asked, sir.
Ooh. You fool! Hold on. Okay. I've done it. I've won.
I did it!
I did!
I won!
Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man. correct?
Yes, sir.
Then when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room.
That's right, sir.
Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Won't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth?
And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person?
Simple. It was the man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May.
Ooh.
Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May had it herself as an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. This bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder.
My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late.
Too late? I suppose you'd like if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court.
Oh! Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous.
Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
That is all for today of the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. September 7th, 2:24 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 1. Mr. Wright! You were amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? That face of his, with his trembling eyes wide and trembling lips, it sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well, no, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But he got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May. He's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that, anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably in the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm gonna find out more about this man. You think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis... Don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise. I'm counting on you. As for a full record of Miss April May's testimony, I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, this is the one part that has been stricken from the record. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong to that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. Okay.
Saving content.
Yep.
Stop recording.
No.
Oops.
I was hoping we could get through this case, because after this it's only a short while until the end.
What's your recording time?
Let me see. 38 minutes.
Do what you want then, I guess. Whatever.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna continue. Alright. September 7th, 3:11 p.m. Detention Center Visitors Room.
Well, hello. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this. It's really quite moving. Nod, you stinking lawyer. I hope you die. Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May.
No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask.
Unfortunately, there's nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head?
Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard.
So, what is it you wish to ask me then,
For starters, how'd you get to be so totally whacked? About the man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Come on.
No way, Jose.
Maybe I had something to get her to talk. Why'd you place the wiretap on Mia's phone?
When you say it like that, it sounds so cold, so criminal.
Tapping people's phones is a crime, Miss May.
Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer school? Creep.
This woman's impossible to talk to. Say, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person.
Oh, that does it. Bottom-feeding, scum-sucking lawyer.
Bottom? Can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers or is just against me? Okay. Ah, the painting's gone. Well, I wonder what happened.
All my paintings gone.
Huh. Looks like Grossberg is out today. Again. Maybe he's avoiding me for some reason. What's this? Old photos. There are 2 lying here. Something's been written on the pencil on the backs. DL6 incident, Exhibit A, DL6 incident, Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these. Hold on, folks. Sorry for that interruption there. Alright. How would Grossberg have a picture of this man? This is the murderer. This might be a valuable clue. I'll take it for now. Just borrowing it. I'll return it later.
He's the bellboy, but with different dyer's colors.
Yeah, dyer's colors.
Yes.
Welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself. Oh, thanks. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewaters rep, as they say. Huh? Rep? Yes, our reputation will swell as the hotel where the murderer used a wiretap. We can charge a premium from this room, of course. It would be great for business, sir. Whoa, Miss May has been charged with murder. I, too, will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee. I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream. So, you are our honest guest. Please let me know if there's anything I can bring you. About Miss May. Oh, her? Sir, not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her. She'd do it, I said. Do what? I'm starting to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. I wanted to ask you about the man who was with Miss May. Oh, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you'd pardon the expression. I knew it from the moment I saw him, so he and I are the same ilk. We both carry the scent of danger.
Me after I make false accusations, but they turn out to be true anyway. I knew it from the moment I saw her.
I knew it! There we are in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. I have a photo of that man. I'm quite sure I can identify him. A photo. Could you tell me about this hotel? Absolutely. And on that subject, I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater. I propose that we add a subtitle. The Gatewater Hotel, Murder Manor. Well, what do you think? Sounds great. Whatever floats your tea, sir. Take a look at this photo. That's him, detective. I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. No, I don't. Without a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss April May.
And then all of a sudden, Pheonix Wright turns into Gumshoe.
No! How about I write an affidavit swearing that that's him? An affidavit. This guy's way too excited about this. Yeah, sure, couldn't hurt. Well, sure, why not? Yes! I've always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. From henceforth, I'll be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit. Just hurry up and write it. Not even Miss May can play dumb to this.
You again? Can't you stay ahead and stay gone?
Hey, the only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me.
Oh, so it's my fault now? You don't just have a spiky hair, you do also have a spiky heart.
That does it. When this case is done, I'm shaving my head. Oh yeah, right. Okay, here we go. Have a look at this.
Look, I said several times, I'm not telling you. Where did you...
Aha, a reaction. This is him, isn't it?
What? Who? When? Why?
It is him. This is the man who stayed in your hotel room the night of the murder.
No, that's not right.
Nice try, Miss Cooperative.
Do you have proof it was him? Yeah, proof. Show me proof.
I'm so close. you have a look at this?
What's that?
The bellboy's off the top of it. It tells us everything you saw, such as the man you checked in with, who was most definitely this guy. Now I'm getting somewhere. This is it. All or nothing. Either or bluff. No use playing dumb, if indeed that's an act. If you don't talk, I'm taking this info to the press.
What?
Even though he should have been witness to murder, your little friend was missing. I'm sure the press would have a field day with his reputation.
Ooh, fine, I'll talk. You win, lawyer.
Yes! Man, that felt good. It's great to be alive.
Why are you pumping your fist in the air?
Now, tell me about the man you were with.
That man...
This is how the fact that he was pumping his fist in the air, this means that he is a 30-year-old virgin.
That man, he's my boss. Red White, the president of the information gathering conglomerate Blue Corps.
I mean, Pheonix isn't that far away from 30. It's 24. Red White. Information gathering.
Well, I suppose you could call it a detective agency.
So this is the man that was with you the night of the murder.
I'm scared to talk. I don't want to end up like her.
It's okay. I'll just ask Mr. White himself. Can you tell me where Blue Corps is located? Mr. Red White, at last. Finally, a lead on this guy. If April May could have done it, that leaves him. Time to take action. That's the painting! It's the painting from, Grossberg's law office. What's that surreal decor?
Welcome. Please furnish me with the title of your personage.
What the?
Your name. What's your name? I was just inquirably asking the title that you go by.
Wright. Pheonix Wright. Inquirably.
Mr. Wright, is it? Right, I see. Splendiferous. Perhaps I have intimidated you with my giantesque vocabulary.
What is this guy's problem?
I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corps. You know, corporate expansion official. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite. So I'm afraid I'm not used to conversing with a worldly challenge.
What a fruitcake.
Let me guess. You're an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you would come to meet me like this.
What does he mean by that?
No matter. So, what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself?
This guy's arrogance meter is off the scale. It's May's employee, Blue Corps, is she not?
Correct. She was my secretariat. What a shock it was to hear what she has done.
What she has done? You mean the wiretap?
Indeed, she is paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. She does gather information for us as part of our duties. But I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable that she would do this.
Sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. On the night of the murder, were you in April May's hotel room?
Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy.
Still, Mr. White, the hotel bellboy stated the record that he does remember you very clearly.
No matter. The bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. Although I doubt you'd be capable of doing that.
Raises a good question, actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? You should have seen the same thing as April May.
Oh, the police, the courts. To me, they are mere toys. Playthings for my amusement.
What kind of company is Blue Corps anyway?
Excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We are a company of the future. You might say we are the future.
Sell information.
In just 10 years, I built this business up to the grand office you see now. In case you were wondering, Blue Corps was named after the color blue. I, Red, White, and Blue Corps, as founder and CEO, named it so. And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. Fantabulistic, is it not?
There's something that's been bothering me.
Yes, what might that be?
That big painting on the wall up there. It's gorgeous. You know, I've actually seen that painting before.
Oh?
Just yesterday, actually.
Your point being?
My point is simple, or rather, my question is simple. Why is that painting hanging on your wall?
Mr. Wrong, was it?
Right.
It appears you not fully grasp your position here. I ask again, who are you?
Huh? A lawyer?
No, my feeble friend, a mere lawyer. Worth nothing. Zilch. Zippo. Nada. Just like that sorry excuse for an attorney, Grody Burger.
What? Ugh! Ugh! He punched me.
Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do, huh? Charge me with assault? Charge away, I welcome it, for it is you who will be found guilty.
What?
Heed my exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding.
So you say. But I wonder, is that kind of control really possible?
I don't expect you to understand. It is a world beyond your compensation. You came here from Grody Burgers, I presume?
Mr. Grossberg's. Yes.
Then you must ask him, why is this painting of this Higgs here? Perhaps then he will tell you. Perhaps he'll explain how a man can live life purely for personal profit. Go now, skedaddle. There is nothing more to be discussed.
Huh? I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat. Jump in Jehoshaphat! Oh, you. What's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. Something's really bothering him, that much is clear. So you came to see the trial? Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. Couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really? Why, what was that? Well, you see, it's just Mia's sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl. I asked before, but why did you refuse a request for defense? I think I have a right to know. All right, Mr. Wright? No, I'm sorry. It's just, I need more time to think about it, my boy. He does seem troubled about something. Starting to have a feeling I know what it is. So, I paid Blue Corps a visit. Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg, I have to admit, something has been bothering me. Oh, what is it? Well, out with it, my boy. You see, it's just... Mr. Grossberg, sir, there was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with? Well, I saw it. Today. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Corps, Red White's office. So, you noticed. I suppose I should guess you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow. Connected, you say? Yes, I know what it is. Blackmail. Mr. White has something on you, doesn't he? Blackmail? I think that painting is fairly gaudy proof. Very well, this may be the chance I've been waiting for. Maybe it's time to get this off my chest so I can finally rest easy again. After all, you were me as understudy. Perhaps it was fate. What's he talking about? Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Corps is a company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now. 15 years? All because of the DL6 incident, as I may have guessed. The name of the back of those photographs. As you suspected, I cannot stand in defense of mine because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did. So that's the connection. It is hard for me to tell you this, my boy, but arresting Red White will be nigh on impossible. Impossible? Why? He has information on everyone. Gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians. What? They are bound, unable to do harm to themselves, and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. All you see is nothing more than the weight of many years. What's the DL6 incident? DL6 is nothing more than the sorting code the police gave the case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium, a spirit medium. Her name was Misty Fay. Fay. Indeed, she was Mia's mother. She had been investigating a murder at the bequest of the police, and she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. This is what Maya was talking about the other day. I did all I could for her, in the end, cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved this day. That case is the DL6 incident. Why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. One person found out. I told him. You told White? He offered me riches. It is an embarrassment to me now. Because I talked, the police were marked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it and he came to me. Well, this time, the offer was blackmail. I see. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet if you would still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office. Mia's office? She follows every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found. It's funny looking at this room. It seems so normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there would be clues. Maybe I should have another look. All the cases the chief ever worked on are filed here. They're in alphabetical order. Let's take a look. See if there's a record in this file that catches my eye. A, B, F. Misty Faye. That's me and Maya's mother. Should I take a look? I have tarnished the Faye name, leaving only these words, my mother vanished. I was determined to find the ones who made my mother blame herself in this way. Using the power that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, a lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was the man who sold the information to the press. This parasite who makes his fortune on threats and coercion. His name is... The record stops there. So Mia knew Grossberg. All the cases... J through S this time. Let's see, J through S. Nothing much in here. Maybe I'll just skim some of this. Well, no harm in flipping through a bit, I guess. Biggest part's here at the end of S. Suicide. Yeah. She has a collection of suicide reports. There's politicians, policemen. There's writing on most of these in pencil. White. This is Mia's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Mia thought that he was involved in these suicides. White drove them all to... I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. Shall I check Mia's files once more? Which file to check? T-U... I know! W. White. The entire W section is missing. Was it taken? Huh.
Well, aren't you persistent?
Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you.
Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself, but it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear?
Transparent.
No, I don't want to move.
There we go. We're past needing to talk about April and May. God's putting this guy on the spot and quick.
What's the matter? You seem distressed.
Oh, this guy's got to put him on the spot and quick.
Stop that, your hot gaze is giving me goosebumps.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. This is the only clue that Neil left me. Better make this one count. Mr. White, see this? It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life.
And this concerns me how?
I found the article in Mia's office.
Miss Mia.
She had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labeled with a single word, White. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. You blackmailed him. You were blackmailing him.
Blackmail?
Not just him, either. You were threatening, coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all the suicide cases that Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I?
What a bizarre accusation, Mr. Wrong. What is it that you should be doing now? Investigating me? No, I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia.
Secretary's office, hello?
Mr. Wrong will be leaving now.
Yes, sir. I'll send someone right away.
Wait a second, Mr. White. You're wrong, Mr. Wright.
Excuse me?
What I should be doing now is going after you.
Just what are you insinuating?
Mia was onto you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you got April May tapping your phone. Then Mia was murdered, and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So the culprit would be... Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it!
Secretary's office.
We won't be needing an escort from Mr. Wrong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office.
Of course, sir. One moment, please.
White, that you? What are you doing here calling me at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor. I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? The Mia Fey case. I witnessed a murder, you see. And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify. What? Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to the court. Cry too. I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed, but he could be violent. What? What man? Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer, man. What?
Oh, wait, what?
Mr. White, this isn't one of those. Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you are in a position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police now. Did not tell you, Mr. Wrong. You are a mere lawyer, as was Miss Mia.
How dare you?
I'll point the finger at you and you will be tried as Miss Mia's killer. The case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers association, you see. If you give a lawyer so stupendously inept, they will make you even more competent.
I feel faint.
Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir. Ugh! Butt! Hairy butt!
Right, actually.
Oh my
Pheonix
god,
Wright.
Gumshoe, my love.
And my friend's name is Larry.
Oh, right. Sorry, pal. Butts is that murderer, right? Detective Gumshoe, I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong.
I just realized they're calling him wrong because his name is right.
Yeah. I can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's gonna set a trap for me. The prosecution will be on it, of course. Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Right! Mr. Wright! Oh, Maya. Great. Will they let you out of detention? Just now, yes. It's all thanks to you. No, I'm afraid we switched places. What? You mean you... I explained what happened to Maya. I don't believe it. How many people did that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, and now you. This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me if there's anything I can do. Oh, well. Help me break out of here. Right. Okay, listen up. I want you to help me.
You gotta get me out of here, man.
I want you to help me break out of here. You mean a jailbreak? Yeah. Tonight's our only chance. Alright. Huh? Oh, I better go get a hacksaw. The stores are still open. Oh, and a rope ladder and a getaway car. Can you drive? Wait. What? I'm kidding. It was a joke. No way. No, really. I was kidding. But thanks. It's good to know you're on my side. There really isn't anything you can do for me anyway. But I can't just sit here and do nothing. I've got to give that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece. Okay. Then come to the trial tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them the thing or two. Times may change. Yet with the crime, it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finished in a day. Most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case. With the true culprit appearing as a star witness. This is it. Tomorrow, it's me or him. Okay, I think I'm going to end this episode here because it's already at the hour mark. So
Goodbye, everyone.
Yes, hold on. Okay, so yes. Like I said, bye-bye. Peace, love, and power to you all.